I thought beating colon cancer meant that I could move on with my life, but then I got the official diagnosis that I have Lynch syndrome. Hey, my name's Matt. I'm a colon cancer survivor, and I have Lynch syndrome. And for those of you that don't know, Lynch syndrome is basically a genetic mutation in your body that makes you more susceptible in getting various types of cancer. One being colon, there's small intestinal, there's skin cancer, brain cancer, and the list unfortunately goes on. And every year I go through a series of tests to see if my body has developed any sort of cancer. So what are these tests? So I have a CT scan done of my abdomen every single year. I have an MRI done of my chest, so that way they can look inside of my body to see if anything has developed. I have a colonoscopy every single year. I have an endoscopy, which goes basically down my esophagus into my stomach. I then go through and have a dermatology check every other year, and then I get to do a physical every single year as well. And individually, these don't sound so bad. I can lay in a CT machine for 5-10 minutes while it whirs around me and it takes the images it has to do. I can lay in an MRI machine for 30, 40, 50 minutes while it does the imaging. I can make it through a colonoscopy prep even though it's awful. I can do a endoscopy. I can get poked for blood work a couple times a year. And then it's the meetings with the doctors after the fact of all these scans as well. But when you put it all together in a short time frame, it's a lot to handle. And the worst part is waiting for those test results to come back. You're waiting to see if the imaging found anything on that CT scan or on that MRI. Did the doctor who did your endoscopy or your colonoscopy, did they see anything concerning? And then you're worried if the blood work is going to show anything. And since I have Lynch syndrome, my risk never really goes away. It feels like I'm living life kind of one scan at a time. And that's not really something anybody can prepare you for, I think. Now, I'm second, maybe third generation in my family with Lynch syndrome, and so I don't want to make it seem like I'm not grateful for these tests to be done. I am very fortunate that where I'm at in my life with the technology that we have in the medical world that I get to do these, because the others in my family didn't. But the real fear is that knowing something could change really at any moment. Even between these tests, I have to be hyper aware of any changes in my body and let my doctor or my healthcare providers know if I see something or feel something different. And it changes how you think about health and time. Recently I had a conversation with some friends about retirement, and we were talking about how exciting it would be to retire and not have to work, and you're living off the fruits of your labor. But for somebody like me, I don't know if I'm even going to make it to retirement. I don't know what my quality of life will be at that point if I do make it to retirement. I don't know what I'll look like financially doing these tests and scans every single year, because those costs add up. That's money I can't put away to retirement. That's money I can't put away towards other bills. But this is what life is like living with Lynch syndrome. And if you're going through something similar, just know you're not in this alone. Drop a comment below. Let me know your story. Drop a like. Subscribe as I walk through this journey of life with Lynch syndrome. My name's Matt. I'm a colon cancer survivor, and I have Lynch syndrome. This is not medical advice. Please consult a healthcare provider if you have any questions.